Welcome back to Master Your Glass. I'm Livio, your host, and today the set's a little different because we're actually really excited to announce that we have video courses coming. I've been filming video courses all week and all day, put a lot of work into it, and I really think what's coming out is going to be super special, but of course, you guys will be the judges of that. And now, while we were filming, I actually got interrupted by the doorbell, and as most of you know, I'm a little bit of a freak when it comes to vintage cocktail books, and so I received a package. I do have quite a few books out there, as many of you know, but I always like to buy more and I always want to see what's out there. There are really 4 books, which for good karma, I do not say, that I'm looking for, that I'm missing from my collection of over 1,200 books. There's really like 4 of them that I really want. And today I got my hands on one of them. And I really hope I don't butcher opening this package right now, but I don't want to mess up the book. So let's try. For those of you out there, I am left-handed, and so it's gonna look like even worse that I'm messing things up. But let's see what happens here. So the book that I'm opening here is from the UK. And it was basically a book that showcased tequila cocktails far before tequila was even a thing. We're talking about the 1930s here. And to have a book that would actually showcase tequila was it was incredible, because you have to remember, in America, we didn't even, and we're closer to Mexico, in America, we really didn't start enjoying and seeing a lot of tequila until the late 1940s, early 1950s. And most cocktail books that I have from that era maybe list 1 or 2 tequila cocktails. But this one here is actually said to have, and I did it again. I opened the wrong book. So we're gonna do this. This happens every time. This is actually good. You should give me a like for this. I actually opened the wrong package. This is a different order that I got with 3 very small cocktail books in them. These are just oldies, but this whole package was like $1. So I got them and I got my hands on 3 cocktail books. Let me get the right package. Why did I think so? Well, this came from the UK. That was a UK book. So this is Cooling Cups and Dainty Drinks. Super cool book. It's really incredible and I'm loving just looking at it. This book here is only from 1870. This is actually, a 160-year book. But again, I think this is the second time we've done this where I opened the wrong box. So this time, I'm gonna try again. Now what's funny is the book that is the one that's from the UK is actually coming from Portland, Oregon, and the book that was actually American came from the UK. Can you see how that could be confusing? So, now I'm getting a little bit more antsy here. And what a great package that it came in. They even gave it almost a little bow. They must know how freaked out I am about cocktails and or cocktail books, and how much I love them. Okay, let's open it up. It's getting antsy here. All right, more papers right on there. Wow, they did a really good job in packaging, which you should when a book that is being sold is so old. Now, I don't believe it. There's stories out there that say that there were only 80 of these books printed. I've seen a few of them out there as a book collector. I've bid in on one of them before and I lost the bid, but it was far more than I was willing to spend. So I don't know that there's really 80 out there. But this book here, I've had a really really hard time, even though I've been collecting books for almost 30 years now. And this here is the Café Royale cocktail book. It was written by Bill Tarling, or William J. Tarling, who was the president of the International Bartenders Association and one of the first president of that organization. Now in it, like I said, there are a ton of tequila cocktails. And the one that I'm looking for, and you can actually buy this book, by the way, there's a $20 version of it, that's just the modern version. This one here is the original from the 1930s, which was important to me. But let me see if I can find it. The drink that I think is very cool, let me jump directly to the letter P. Here's the Matador, by the way, I just happened to be on the M. Orange Curacao, French Vermouth, and tequila. Again, this was the 1930s. But the drink that I'm looking for is, I'm not going to announce it until I find it. And here it is. It's the Picador. So if you look at right here, the Picador Cocktail, 1930 book, cocktail book, has lemon or lime juice, tequila, and Cointreau, and you shake it. So what is published in this book here was the very first recipe of the Margarita cocktail, which, by the way, was not really created as we know it until the mid 40s to the early 50s. There's a ton of stories on the Margarita cocktail. It's a fascinating one, but to actually find the predecessor of the Margarita in a 1930 book from the UK, it's a special day for me. And like I said, no cocktail today. I'm really excited about this video course that I'm putting together. And stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.